jungle, and you guys were amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lifestyle.
Wow.
It's a lifestyle.
Shall we show the video?
Yes.
You guys were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, just showing them like that living.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was fun making it too.
Just let me show everybody the video. Let me see if it's. Wow.
Yep, that's the song. Kind of like spur of the moment, you know.
Oh, I don't think I can show this on here, but you guys did a video here.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about. And the video is so beautiful. It's got like the green stuff.
Cinematic.
She's there, and they're eating food, and you should follow them. They have their tent up there. This is how they live their life, man. It's so cool. Wow. And you got like your little area back there, like a little shower area back there. So you have like a little area back there.
This is dedicated to the love.
I like this song.
Maybe she had her back out, so I don't want to.
Too much.
Yeah,
I really don't want to risk it.
Too much.
Out here in makeup.
And then that just popped up. I don't know.
Oh, she's really
IG,
calling
no
her maiden
bars.
call. Her maiden call is out
Yeah,
there.
she's really doing it.
Here I am.
So, jungle life.
Jungle.
The simple jungle life. How's it been? It's been about a week and a half since you've been back together. How's it been?
Well, I'll say this. I have seen improvements.
Wow. Really?
Yes. There have been some improvements. There are some things that are still the same. However, we're getting past these things. Communication has gotten better. I know there's been times where discipline has had to be implemented. There's a lot of subconscious behavior that comes out of us. And I would be crazy to expect complete perfection, on week one. So
Right.
I'll leave it at improvements and on both ends. I'm not just ignoring her like I would normally do sometimes. But normally I'll just leave the situation and not deal with it. And that's not healthy. So I don't do that much anymore. I push for communication. I push to look at myself and lead by example by doing that. It's like every time I look at myself and I say, you know what, I could have did this. I see what this is trying to show me. He's trying to show me this. And then she'll try to do the same thing. And now we're becoming introspective.
So you both are actually working on yourselves in the relationship and pointing out where you could have done better rather than pointing out what the other person should have done better.
Yeah.
So you stop pointing the finger and you look at what you do. And you know the magic thing about that is that when we do this, what happens is, guys, the most amazing thing happens. You said, you're leading by example. When you come to the relationship or the meeting and you say, hey, I realized I did this, this, and this, the other person immediately has a spotlight on them to do the same thing. Leaving it up to them to come to, putting in the ball in their ballpark. And letting that happen. So that works for you guys.
It works. It does work. I've noticed that if I try to point the finger whether she says it or not, it loses respect.
She's gonna shut down.
Yeah, every time. So I just make it a point to look at myself first. I don't always blame myself for everything completely. I see both sides, but I can only acknowledge where I can grow.
But there's a willingness for both of you to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's there.
That's definitely
Right. Wow.
Because I used to always be like, you. And then if he does it back to me, I'll be like, be more defensive in what I'm trying to hold my perspective. But when he starts being open about how he feels, I start to be like, okay, I can be vulnerable and tell you my perspective that wasn't right. Because I already know when my perspectives aren't right, I just be holding on to it because it feels like I can control this. It's mine. But once I express the hurt, because that's what most likely what it is, it's the clarity, and I'm not walking around with the attitude.
Mm. Wow. Yeah.
I just been trying to work more with him because I see that works a lot better than us just being around each other not doing anything. When we put our minds towards our craft and our what we're trying to do for the kingdom, that
Do you feel like your eczema is flaring back up since the relationship again?
actually no. I feel like I'm actually healing because my shit's not even dry like that, and I see the difference because of my mind and how I'm being open about things. A lot of me has been unlocked. The second go around or whatever, go around with Solar, it's like he's unlocking things in me. Like my waters are flowing. I'm able to express my emotions rather than hold them in, and it makes me feel very feminine because I am tapping into that. I'm not just trying to be rugged, and that's what my eczema flared up from me trying to be rugged and do it all by myself and just push away those that's helping me. Because I see that I cannot love myself, and I can push others that might show that they love me or love me away because I feel like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. You have hidden agendas. Oh, no, I don't believe you. So I try to protect myself because I have a cancer. A lot is unlocking for me. I've seen a lot of myself.
Right.
I think that's what I was scared of in the beginning.
And you?
Yeah, a lot of what she said is true. I've taken a lot of the blame in the past. I don't know if you've seen her in the Mama Cookie era. If you were watching at that time, she flared up a lot. Her eczema flared up a lot, and I took, whether you say it's my fault or not my fault, I always look at it like, oh wow, it's the relationship with me. I'm no good, and I took that a little personally, and then I looked up what it is, and I started to understand it more, and it comes from being overly, what's the word? I want to say sensitive, but sensitive is good.
So
Taking eczema is when there's a little bit of stimulation, but the skin's like, oh my god, and it freaks out and it overdoes it. It just overkills, trying to protect that small little thing that it senses irritation, and that's what eczema is. So if I look back at her behavior before, it was overreacting to every little thing, giving all of our energy to small things, and it took away from our crafts, it took away from our creativity, it took away from so much, and we just keep going into these small things and blowing them up. That's what eczema is. That's how it works. And so we started to focus on our crafts, our projects, and ourselves. I like to work. I love to make music. There's nothing like working on yourself. There's nothing like studying yourself and applying that knowledge in moments. And I'm seeing that on both sides. So every day we're learning, we're going deeper into sciences, mastering ourselves, studying ourselves. I'm learning things that I didn't know before. And if you're going to be in a relationship, get a compatibility report. Those things tell you all the little...
Right. The tarot. Compatibility report.
Yeah. And it's been very helpful. It's like a guidebook. It's like, oh, you guys want to argue about this, this, and that. But if you can do this, this, and this, you can overcome it.
Right.
And so it's a video game. It's like a video game.
It's a manual book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in my demons. I'm very happy.
How often are you in your demons?
would say definitely every day I get there.
How long?
How long? Because I don't even know. Like,
It'd be like 5 minutes. I think the longest she's been was like 15 minutes, and she was being disciplined at the time, and she was just like resisting it for a while, and then after a certain point, she kind of broke. She kind of broke out of it, and she's like, "I don't know why I'm doing this." She cried a little bit. She says, "I don't know why I do this."
I don't know why. I feel like people want to ask you questions. I'm going to open up the lines here, and I'm going to let people call in and ask you guys questions. So you guys, if you want to call in, just go ahead and call in and yeah, just call in and ask your questions. I'm just feeling like people have questions and they would just want to understand them. How's it going?
Oh my god!
What's going on, my brother?
What the fuck?
What's going on? What's so funny?
How you get on my nerves walking like that?
What's going on?
How you okay then? Okay, I see you, boy. I
Yeah,
see you.
it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm glad you're
Hey, listen. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Okay. Hey, bye.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too, boy.
All right.
What the?
Wow, that guy was really happy.
It's a nice hat.
Amazingly happy.
he saw himself. He was like, well, I really be doing this.
Y'all looked alike. Yeah, similar.
How's it going? Where you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Arkansas.
Arkansas. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
nice
Um,
to meet you.
good. How
Um,
you feeling today?
I'm good. I hope you guys are doing well too. My first question is to Zoka. Are you really happy? I'm a woman as well, so
Yeah, I am.
it
We
it doesn't seem. I feel like you and Nature Boy had more, more chemistry than you and Solar. And also, Nature Boy, I wanted to, or Dr. Bishop, if you can tell Baba G the name yesterday on his Cash App, it's not Michael, it's Michelet.
Oh, that was you.
Yes, Michelet Gordon.
Well, he told me about somebody named Miss Chalet that had did that. Thanks so much.
Yes, yes, yes. But yes, that was
I was watching. I thought it was weird that a guy was supporting. You don't get a lot of guy support.
but yes, I just wanted to ask her if she was really happy. And whenever you guys say discipline, it throws us women off. Like, you know what we take as when you guys say discipline, which I'm sure it's something different. But is there not another word that we can use?
I don't know if the people feel like she's not happy with Solar. Press one if you think she's happy with Solar. Press two if you think she's not. Let's see what the people think.
A lot of twos, all twos.
it's definitely
Really?
a
You
mixture, love.
Yeah, I
They
think there's
want.
love too, but I feel like there was more chemistry with.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of ones here across the board.
There's a lot of twos.
She's like, I'm on the two side.
Okay, so let's hear from
She
some
on
other callers. Thanks for bringing
Okay,
that out.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the donation.
the
Appreciate that.
Hey, love and light, kings and queens.
Hey, how you doing
I was,
today?
I'm good. I was actually just calling. I didn't have a question. I was actually a little shocked because I know him by his regular name, but he goes by Solar now. I knew him and his sister back where we're from in Cali and Dago. We used to hang all the time, and I just want to say,
Busy.
you look amazing. I'm proud of you. You look like you're glowing. You've grown up to just be such a wonderful man. I've been on Bigo for
Hold
a
on.
minute, and I was like, no, that's not him. That's not him. But it
From
was,
where? What state? Because I don't live all around. Cali?
yeah, in Dago, San Diego.
What? From
I
what?
used to come over to you and your sister's house all the time with your mom when she was dating the guy. It was a lot,
Is
but
Benzie though?
Yeah, Mercedes. I used to hang out with
Oh,
Diana all the time.
Mercedes. What up,
Yes,
Mercedes? Yeah,
yes.
you right.
I'm super proud of you. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of
Oh,
you.
that's crazy.
You've grown up to be a great man. And I just want you to say, it don't matter what anyone has to say. I know you. I know how you are. You are great. You're amazing. And I just want you to
Right.
keep up the good work. And just always just remember, do everything in love. Always have patience and just keep being exactly who you are, love.
You want
Keep
her to
being
keep in
exactly who
touch?
you are.
Yeah, you.
But that's all I want to say. Love
Wait,
and light,
wait,
you
Miss
guys.
Mercedes, Miss Mercedes.
Yes,
He
yeah.
wants to keep in touch with you. Would you hit his inbox?
Yes, yes. I'm about to follow him right now. I'm gonna follow all you guys. Like I said, I was shocked. I was like, he was like a little brother to us. So when I saw him, I said, no, that is not him. But yo, you're doing your thing.
Oh
Keep
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
Keep growing, love.
keep in
But I'm gonna
touch with me
definitely
for
hit your
sure.
inbox.
How you go from Mercedes to Ben? Oh, I guess same thing.
Benzie.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gotta have their government on here. Hello, period.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna let other people get up. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit your inbox. You guys
Yeah,
stay
hit us
amazing,
up. Hit us
okay?
up.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Peace out.
No worries.
Johnny,
Peace, guys.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
I have two questions. The first one, Zoka, do you think that you might be pregnant again?
No, I do not, because I'm making sure that I'm not ready to be pregnant again.
Okay, and the second question is, Dr. Bishop, since we are your students or whatever, just inquiring minds would like to know. So, since Dr. Bishop didn't ask, so we can get in depth.
I'm sorry. Can you come again?
How do Solar discipline Zoka?
Well, I don't know anything about that. Would you like to explain it?
Yeah, easily. Okay. So I know discipline has a weird stigma. I think of different things to do, whether it's the corner idea, but I just don't really like the corner because I really value my time, and we have things to do. So putting her in the corner for hours is weird.
Wait,
But discipline is important.
excuse me?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. I don't do the corner thing. I make her do
Okay.
squats. I make her do a lot of squats.
What gives you the right to make her do squats?
Okay. As her husband, as a man, it is literally what I am there for. It's discipline. You see, a woman needs a man to guide her. And if she just goes all wild and if she has no boundaries, no control, she can't, number one, she can't respect the person she's with. Because he doesn't take his life serious.
Right.
If he lets her
So
jump
what do
all
you
over
do
it.
for discipline?
Squats. A lot of squats. And during the squats, I speak with a very stern, serious attitude. I ask very probing questions. I basically like a drill sergeant. You ever seen a drill sergeant in the military? I do
Mm-hmm.
that. I do that. It's not fun.
So basically, you make her do squats like if she has like an attitude or something, or like being disrespectful.
Yeah, you catch it really quick. You catch it really quick. I make her stand with her arms at her side, stand up straight.
Uh,
Basically go into military mode. You can just feel the shift. And I think the energy is enough sometimes. And the squats, it depends. You never know. I've had her do squats sometimes with no number. Just keep going until she decided to finally look at herself. So I'll ask questions. We'll go through all the sciences, and then we'll get back on track. So I won't say that she stays in her demons long, and I won't let her.
okay. Well, that's all I wanted to know. Y'all look beautiful.
Thankful.
Appreciate that.
Thankful. I'm
And
gonna drop down.
that's her move.
Okay, work just got ended. There's no appointment. She's there. There's no appointment. So you guys need to call her. Take it easy.
All
Come
right.
on. Let's have true call.
Okay.
Text true call.
Let's see.
Okay, let's take another call here. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, peace and light. My question is for Zoka.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Zoka, when you say you are like you have your demons, like what does that mean exactly? Like when you have those moments, what exactly are you fighting with in that moment?
My low vibrational thoughts. So it's anything that's going against my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. When I'm in my angels, I'm proclaiming the kingdom. I know the knowledge. I know the right of the role of a man and a woman. When I'm in my demons, I'm trying to be the masculine man. I'm trying to take control. I'm trying to be what my natural nature is not. It's just the programming of who I think I am is coming out. So my Babylon mother, and I become her more so because I'm not thinking in my higher self. I'm not keeping the knowledge. I'm being a victim, or I'm pointing a finger, or I have an attitude because something you did rubbed me the wrong way, but not having self control. You should be able to have self control in every situation, be able to apply the knowledge in every situation, be able to be introspective in every situation. Nobody should be able to control you. So that's the point of self mastery I'm trying to get to.
And are women the only ones who are disciplined whenever they encounter these demons?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We live in a
Oh,
tribe of people that are holding the knowledge that the Most High Chief Babaji has come to bring. And if you ever see someone not holding the knowledge, that's because it's in you, and you have to rebuke it in them. There's always rebuking of demons going on around me. That's why he's able to nip it in the bud so much. That's why he's on 18, because he's able to pick it, shoot, see it, and he's very diligent. And if he's not doing it, I best believe someone's going to say something about it.
someone, but you can't point it out as his woman, right? You can't point out
You can
what
you
his.
can you can give suggestions, but you telling a man what to do, that is not your place. No. And at
Okay.
fact, he's a generator, so
Oh,
a manifester.
I'm a
So
manifester.
you don't tell manifestors what to do.
And so, like, when you guys are now Solar, you call Zoka your wife. So before she transitioned back to you, is there some type of like ceremony where, or does he just say, "All right, I'm giving you I'm giving you your girl back," or is it just like what is it? What do you?
Well, you have to understand that it's when it happened. I don't know if you saw what had happened. We went into this calling it a spiritual relationship, and we're looking for growth within ourselves, applying the same knowledge. Now, I think when you say like wife, the connotation is like romantic, or it's like the lower self, the Babylon version of wife. Like, this is my girl. I can't own her. I can't own her. She is me. Now, when I say she's my wife, I mean to a man, a woman, and his children are that is his property. Yes, but that's like saying I own my arm, or anything like that. I don't. It's not no piece of paper that can say she's mine. It's
Hmm.
a different type of wife. When I say wife, we engage on the same frequency. We're engaged on the same frequency, and we become that same frequency. We become
So
one.
you do feel like she's your property.
Yes, yes,
So that means you're her owner.
yeah, yes.
Wow. And do you feel like he's your property? I mean, he's your owner, and that
Yes.
you're his property.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Can't be here.
Hi, my question is for Zoka.
Yes.
I wanted to know, do you speak to your family at all?
Rarely. Why?
I wanted to know if your mom was in your life.
Yeah. Everybody was in my life. Why?
No, is she in your life presently?
No.
No,
I
she's
I
not.
I denied my parents and my family because they're not doing what I'm doing and what I told myself I'm going to do on this mission.
You deny.
Okay.
Yes, I
What
left
about you?
everyone that I knew in my past so that I could be on a mountaintop with myself in spirituality, following the Christ. That's what I decided to do in my life. Those are not my family anymore.
So you did like maybe like what the Buddhist monk do.
Yes, they
So the
leave
Buddhist monk
everything.
actually renounces everything they
Yes.
priorly owned and had, their idea of a family, and they go to take a spiritual path.
Yes.
And so you took a spiritual path, nothing more different than a Buddhist
Right.
that shaves their heads and moves into a
But
and renounces
when you had
their.
the idea, did you have the idea of being passed from man to man?
When
You
I
don't have to
when
answer anything you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm
answering.
very comfortable answering this because a lot of women in Babylon think we're being passed around, and we're just probably reflecting you first off. And only two men I've been with is Baba G and Solar. That's my Baba G is my soul, my higher self. Solar is a reflection of that.
So 2 men, that's not a bad body count. Thank you for your answer. We appreciate you calling in to be fake. All right.
Name,
Fake. All right.
Yeah. Don't worry. A lot of females wish to guys. All right. So,
Steve,
the Bonita, how you doing?
hi. I have a question for Zoka and Solar.
Yes.
Okay.
Right here.
So earlier he asked you how long do you be happy, and I heard that he said 5 minutes, and I feel like he kind of like irritated you when you said only 5 minutes, because I feel like I'll be irritated too. Like only 5 minutes, like damn. So I just want to hear her side.
I'm sorry. What was the comment again, ma'am?
Earlier, you asked her how long does she be happy, and he said only 5 minutes, and
Oh
I feel
no,
like he
that
kind
wasn't the question, ma'am. That was how long does she stay in her triggers? Meaning. Oh, seems like we lost her. Somebody catch her up.
Peace, guys.
How you
Peace,
doing, Divine
guys.
Star? How
I'm
you
at work
going?
right now, but yeah, I just had a question for both of you, because it was something I was thinking about regarding my own relationship right now. Um, do you ever like spend any amount of time apart from each other? And if so, when you come back together, do you feel like a drastic difference, or is it kind of like you just blend in together or
I
whatnot?
did not hear what you. The second part of the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said if you like spend any time apart from each other, when you come back together, do you feel like a drastic difference from how you felt when you were by yourself, or do you two kind of just blend
Oh.
together?
Okay, what word did you say? Yes, we do take time to ourselves. He'll work in the studio, and sometimes I'll work in my little corner space. Because I definitely need time alone with my energy.
Yeah.
When we come back together, I can feel a difference, but it's not super drastic because he's also a Cancer moon, so we both kind of like are chill, quiet, and then thankful.
Multiple shields.
Yeah, appreciate that, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for the gifts, guys.
It's good cohesiveness when we're together.
Appreciate that, Scales.
Right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so even though we all live close, there's enough space for us all to get our own time.
Okay.
I
Because
have
that was what I was kind of thinking about. Like while I follow you all, like how much time do you actually get to spend with yourself, and just kind of like be with yourself for a moment to see where you are on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for calling in. Thanks, Divine. People keep saying that you seem unhappy. Is that the case?
I probably don't want to be on camera right now like that, so maybe that's it. I'm really chill and nonchalant. Like, I'm not gonna be all like, that's not my energy right now, so I'm not gonna be thinking about
Everybody's not
like, if I feel like that, I'm
extroverted.
good.
Some people are introverted. Some people are more shy. Everyone's not a camera person. You guys get it? Some people.
I'm good on the camera. I just do not feel like my energy is needed to be all like that right now. I go with how my mood is, and I feel very calm.
Well, how are you
and
feeling
serene.
right now?
I feel very calm and serene. That's how I feel.
So you really don't feel like being on camera at this moment? It's not the mood.
No, that's, yeah. I don't know, I feel like I could execute this, and then it's like, okay. Execute this, and then go back to my space. Honestly, yeah.
So would you call yourself an introvert?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Naomi.
I come out when I want to, and then I'll shine, and I'll be like, okay.
I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this lately. And it's not just now. I like to take pictures. I do pictures probably like every day. Every time we put on new clothes or something, like, let's go do a photo shoot. Let's take pictures. And 60% of the time, she's like, I don't want to take pictures. Oh. And I'm like, come on, it's going to be good. We look great. The lighting's perfect. It's a perfect time. Let's do pictures now. And I'll notice this is a thing. She's like, oh, I just don't want to take pictures. And then we take the pictures like, oh, those are dope. And it's like, I told you.
I feel like there's some self-esteem issues with Zoca we need to talk about.
Okay.
Press 1 if you think Zoca's drop dead gorgeous or just very beautiful.
I'll show y'all.
Thankful.
Ones, straight ones. There's only going to be ones.
The issue here, it's not about what people think. It's about what Zoca thinks. Because in Zoca's head, she thinks that people only see what she's allowing them to see. And in what they see, yeah, sure, that's beautiful. But there's other things about me that I'm insecure about.
Mm-hmm.
Insecure, not out secure. She's out secure, but insecure. Are you insecure? So let's look at it. What is it? And if you want to be vulnerable in this moment, it'll give you some plus points here with the universe.
Yeah.
You can be totally vulnerable and tell the world the things that you're insecure about yourself, that you maybe think you look ugly, or maybe if you want to, here's your moment to be vulnerable.
As a woman that is melanated, yes, I have programs of self-hate. And
you're smiling about this as you say it.
Yeah, because I'm trying not to make it a pity party, because that's not what it is.
So you have programs of self-hate as a melanated, darker skinned woman.
Yeah, but I love my skin. Like, I used to not love my skin, but now I love it.
So you used to not like your skin complexion.
Yes.
You used to want to be lighter.
And also, when I went through the eczema phase, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I never looked like this. I always knew I was a pretty girl. Like, that's all I heard in my life.
I have a deep question to ask you.
Yes.
You ready to go deep?
Yeah, go ahead.
What was I going to ask? Tell me what I'm going to ask.
You're going to ask me about my self-hate and if I choose so hard because of that.
Yes. Because you're kind of turning light skin just to be with me. I think it's an amazing thing to address as a community.
Yeah.
And remember, your life doesn't belong to you.
That's a fact.
There's a lot of dark-skinned women out there that have an inward complex about their skin complexion, and so they date light-skinned men because there's a subconscious. This is not a conscious thing. This is a subconscious trauma, and they don't know why they're attracting only light-skinned men, because they'll say to themselves, well, I only attract light-skinned men. That's what comes to me. But the truth is, they're subconsciously not in love with their own complexion. And it's funny with you, because it seems like you're getting lighter in the process. And the body represents the subconscious. So this could be something deeply embedded in self-hate. And there's a lot of dark-skinned women out there that would rather date a lighter-skinned man because of self-hate.
It's common.
Very common, and we need to look deep into that. And we have to see if that's program still running subconsciously, not consciously.
Right.
Society has made us think, as especially with the woman, that their natural hair isn't the most beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Black women, especially. That's why most black women are wearing weaves in their hair, and they'll say it's a protective style, but truly on a subconscious level, not even noticing it. And they'll say they like variety. They just don't see their own hair as the stature of beauty. Because subconsciously, all throughout growing up, in the first 7 years of their life, their mother did not let them know that their nappy or kinky hair was beautiful the way it is. And so by the time they're on their own, there's a constant, instant gratification of what needs to be done to survive and to look their very best that society, pins upon them. So this is not just about you. This is not just your pain. Whatever you're going through, whatever it is, there's somebody else that needs to heal through it with you. But if that's not the case, then
Yeah, I feel like that is a part of it. That's definitely why I might have looked at Solar when I first saw him. I was like, oh, you're handsome, because of that programming. And I started to learn more about myself and about my melanin. That's why it's probably one of my favorite sciences. Because growing up, I would always be like, yeah, like about, Dr. Bishop said about the skin thing, like always being chose last, not being, I used to like dark skinned guys, and then like they would not be wanting me, and I'd be like, how you not gonna want me? And then light skinned boys are like attracting me. I was like, okay, like they like me, I'm gonna go with what like me. So light skinned guys are always attracted to me, or I've always attracted light skinned guys because of my self-hate programming.
But same with dark skinned guys.
Yeah.
As you said, dark skinned men go for lighter skinned women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So I thought, I thought I wasn't pretty because the ones I wanted, the dark skinned boys I wanted, didn't want me. So that's what I thought about that. And my father was dark skinned, and I've always been programmed by my mom, like, nah, he's not it, he's not it, he's not it. So that made me also look at dark skinned men like, okay, that's a no, because they're going to reflect my father. Even though my father was a good man, he had things, of course, him trying to not be fit in the system. She looked at it as bad.
So your mother raised you that your father was a bad person?
He wasn't the right type of man I should be going for. Like, you know how women are supposed to look for their fathers? Don't go for someone like that. He was an entrepreneur.
And what did you find out later?
He was always good things. That's not trying to attach himself to the system.
So your mother was a part of the problem of growing up with these complexes. So let me ask you here. So what age did you realize your dad was actually a good person?
When I got kicked out, this is like junior year of high school.
What age?
I was 17.
And what happened when you got kicked out?
I went to my father's house.
And what happened?
I got to see how he lived and how much of you're very rebellious. I saw a lot of myself in him. I saw how much he didn't give a fuck about the system, and that felt cool to me because I didn't like school, but he was very good. He's very intelligent. So me watching that, I was like, just the way he moved was about like, it was different from what my mom told me about. So
you felt the resistance.
I was very much disrespectful to him, though. I was very rude to him. I did not show him any respect. And
so you're actually just being retrospective right now, looking back into time and knowing that you actually admired him and didn't know you admired him.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So at the time you were there,
I was like, oh, and then after a while when we stayed with him, I started understanding him and who he was rather than what my mom told me he was. And I opened my heart up a lot. Because I was like, damn. Because her saying those things about my father made me feel a type of way about myself. Even though she wasn't saying it about me, I was like, well, that's my dad. What you trying to say? So that made me feel a type of way towards her also, and with him. So I was kind of feeling like alone in the world.
Do you know that you're speaking the story of many women like yourself right now? that you're not alone in this. Press one if she's not alone in this. If it's other females right now that understand what she's going through, just press one right now. Yeah, they're all tuned in. They're right there.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. It's so many women out there going through the same thing. And this is why you just can't feel bad because it's not about you. It's a collective thing we're going through.
Yeah.
You think that you're the only one going through your issues when you just a representative of those things right now. And you have to spotlight to show people how to heal,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm gonna take another caller here. Let's see if somebody wants to reach out to Zoka and talk to you. Ayana, how you doing?
Hi. How did you know I was next? Hi. I had one quick question for you all. Zoka, you look really pretty. My Aries sister. I'm an Aries sun and moon. I had one question. How do you all, and not to, I know this may be touchy, but Solar, how do you, as a man, how do you help Zoka if you feel like she's going through a rough time dealing with maybe postpartum, if she's still dealing with that?
You guys are over that?
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean,
So y'all,
that's not
I think
something
they've moved forward from that.
we haven't had a conversation about that in a long time. Like probably since the last time someone brought it up in the chat.
That's true.
I think they're
oh, so
moving
you've come,
forward with their life.
Yeah.
so you
You're not gonna.
that's good. No, and I'm happy to hear that you've healed from that, Zoka. And I didn't want to bring that up, but I did want to know, like, because it does sound like Solar is pretty much your rock, and he's there to pretty much uplift you and just keep you on your square. So I think that's really dope.
I'm thankful.
But that's all I had. I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye.
Okay, take it easy.
Bye.
All right, bye bye.
Peace
Bye bye
out.
now. What's going on? How you doing? Power to
I
the people.
just want to know, Zoka, do you feel the same way about Solar? I just want to. I'm from Nigeria, and my language is very, very bad. The connection's bad, so.
Wow. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, what's
Yo,
going on, truth teller?
yo, what's up, Dr. Bishop?
How's it
Peace.
going?
Ain't not much, man.
Great to
Sitting here.
have you on the show.
Yeah, man. What's up? Just enjoying the session. You know? I just had a couple of questions for Zoka.
Yeah.
Okay, Zoka. I want you to stop me when I'm wrong too, because I'm gonna go back a little bit. Now, I know you were drawn to the knowledge by Solar. You know, I know that's how you found Baba G through Solar,
Oh, that's
and
good.
I know
I
you
can
found
stop you
wisdom
right
before
there.
you got there.
I found Babaji on my own. Yeah. Just,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah,
can you
can you
hear
hear
me?
us?
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay.
I didn't hear you for.
Okay, you can say it.
Okay, yeah, when I found Babaji first, I was on a hunt online looking for myself, and I found myself in the jungle speaking the truth. So there wouldn't be no Solar without Babaji in my eyes.
Okay, all right. Well, that's really not. That's really not. That was just. I just wanted to. That's really not even my question. My question is this. You know, sometimes time apart makes the heart grow fonder. Like I see, like with True and Sheba, that seems to have done that for them. It seems like, a little time apart have made them, rethink everything, and they seem to have, grown fond of each other again. But also sometimes times apart can make people, grow away from each other and and second guess if they, really want to be with this person. Now, when Solar first started the session, and like one of the first things he was stating was, he had to discipline you, and it was for reasons of like, you have an attitude or you seeming like to seem distance. The first thing that came to my mind was when a woman wants to be with a man, she's not going to give him any type of resistance. She's not going to, she's not going to have an attitude. She's not going to, seem distance. When a woman is really in love with a man, she wants to be around him. She's going to always be happy. And even when one of the other callers asked you if you were pregnant again, you said no, no, no. I'm making sure that doesn't happen again. Usually when women are really into a man, they want to reproduce him. No matter what their monetary status is, no matter their living arrangements. When a woman is really into a man, she wants to reproduce him. So your answer when you said no, 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 I'm making sure that doesn't happen. The first thing that came to my mind is, oh well, she's having second thoughts of even if she really wants to be with Solar. So the point that I'm making is this: when Solar says, that he has to discipline you because of you seeming distant. So the bottom line, my statement is this: I think that maybe you're not that into him anymore because it doesn't seem like the love doesn't seem to be there. It seems to be a little forced. So my question is, do you feel forced to be with Solar?
Oh no, not at all. If I felt forced to be with Solar, I would not be with Solar. And you was talking about what was he saying?
He said a couple things that was off. He said, I never.
Oh yeah,
She never
this
been
discipline
distant.
thing. The discipline thing. You must not have had. I don't know. I have a lot of bitch in me from the Willie Lynch letter. You can read about it. My programming is strong when it comes to disrespecting a man. So yes, I disrespect a man even if I love you, like head over heels with you. If you trigger me and I feel like my quote unquote masculine energy is being challenged, I'm going to have a resistance because that's what I am born from the independent black woman. So any man trying to correct me or guide me, make me listen to him, and make me step into my femininity, yes, I'm going to resist. But not for long because I'm changing. Oh yeah, here we go.
All right. So you feel that your resistance is more or less due to um your
This
personality.
isn't a regular relationship. This is a spiritual relationship. You know, it's like it's a practice of the mind. It's really opening up what you need to work on subconsciously, and these things you probably aren't aware of. And once you are open to this book of understanding of the things you have to work on with yourself, it gets kind of tricky, especially when it's someone that you have a deep emotional bond to and a connection with.
I think it's funny how discipline is weird nowadays. When a man disciplines his woman, I don't even know how that's weird. That should be completely understood. The fact that men don't discipline their women, they're not really men in the first place, and they're not really with women in the first place.
Well, hold on. Let me just stop you real quick. Can you just? All right. Maybe I missed something. Can you explain to me again what she was disciplined for?
Well, she explained it. She already said it. And I don't know what the distance thing came from, but there's moments of attitude. There's moments where she can just say something under her breath, a little bit. It can be something small. I will zoom into it and be like, no, cut that
So,
down.
do you think that she's a lot like what people think Malia's like? She has like an attitude,
Yeah.
kind of like moody.
It'll come up from time to
So,
time.
mom, she's kind of like Mama Malia. She's kind of very moody, always having an attitude every couple of minutes when something doesn't go her way.
It'll be random. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're both water signs, so they're like that, very feisty.
Yeah. Feisty is the word.
Okay.
And
Well,
they're
I
both
mean,
Aries as well. So,
You guys are committed, and you both, you both seem like you want to be with each other. At least that's what you're saying. So, I mean, I can only take it as what, at face value. So, but it's just that my observation though, it seems like it's a little forced, and that's just my observation. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally off, but that was just my observation.
all right. Thanks for your observation. Appreciate you
All right.
calling in. It's always good, a pleasure to hear from you.
Yep. Peace, Dr. Bishop.
Peace, God. Let's see here. All right, guys, let's check back in next week.
Let's do it.
I need a little break here.
Yeah.
Because we got some other cases that are coming in, and I just need to get a little lunch break in, and we're gonna be back, guys. We're actually gonna be back. I'm gonna keep broadcasting here, and we're gonna take the next people. But this has been very intense. Wish you
Good.
well.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. All right.